Go over the setups I'm looking for tonight, Thursday, April 10th, as well as Friday, April 11th. I already talked about the dip and recovery as well as mini fail breakdown that happened. I'll go over that again when I zoom into a 15-minute chart. We're on a 4-hour chart right now. I've been speaking about the bull flag that we had been consolidating in since April started and how we broke out of that this morning actually. I told you that I was looking to expand that bull flag, and I think I have found that potential expansion. I'd like to see us consolidate now below this yellow line, and I think that is what is likely going to happen. However, you never know what price is going to do. You just react to whatever setups occur. So going forward, I do think this will be the new consolidation, maybe for the next while. If not, we'll keep on moving up as the markets sell. As always, this pink line right here is the resistance of a macro bull flag I have been tracking for over a year. We just happen to have a lot of friction over there, a lot of consolidation up around it before taking off. You could check my previous videos for proof of that. Like I said, this is the new bull flag I think that we are currently within. Bull flags are constantly changing based on new price action, but typically the last one was very accurate, and I think this one might be as well. Moving forward, again, blue lines indicate macro key points, inflection points, major levels, levels that trace back to over a year or so, if not more. These levels right here, this blue one right here, is from over 2-3 years ago, from 2022-21. As I was charting it this afternoon because of the crazy upside we had, this happened to exactly hit it before selling off, and this also coincides with where I think the top of the bull flag is. Therefore, not making me bearish, but making me think that this is a good place for price to consolidate. And now we'll be looking for failed breakdowns and dip and recoveries, as well as level reclaims as we play around in this new range. So before I get into the setups for tonight, I want to talk about how the new range I'm looking for now is at least from here to here, which is about 180 pips. And if not, even more, it might be all the way down to this blue line, which is about 360, so double that. So again, to repeat, I think the new range will be from this blue line into this blue line, and it could potentially be all the way down to this area. So some failed breakdowns of these lows will be incredible setups in my opinion. They might require some patience, or they might be volatile volatile and happen fast. That'll just be something you have to be aware of. If we sell straight down at some point and then bounce right back up, it's something you might have to enter quickly. If we sell organized for the next week or two and slowly get down here, that'll be something you have to wait for good acceptance before you go long. So enough of that. Let's get into the setups. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Trying to keep these charts as clean as possible for you. I know there's tons of lines. One single line usually tells me it's a very specific area I'm looking for. Two lines indicates more of a zone. Sometimes it might bounce above it. It might dip and recover, go below it. I try to limit those lines, but honestly, they have been very accurate, so I continue to try to use them when necessary. Price is currently trying to reclaim 1.2 about, or 1.199, so that's about 1.2. As you can see, we try to push through it at 345. We sold down, we pushed through again, started selling down. We're consolidating. This is like a mini flagging it right here around this level. If we can push through with some force now, I do think that will be potential for a nice long. So let's see if we can get that. That's the bullish setup I'm looking for above. Below, I'm looking for a dip and recovery of this level. It coincides well with this low right here, this low. Let's measure it just so you understand what type of low I'm looking for. Is almost 22 points. That's clearly a quality low. So I'm going to draw out what I want to see. I would like to see price come down here. But the best case scenario will be something like this, where we go like that. We go here. That means we're above this low, so we trigger some sort of failed breakdown, and then we go back down, ideally, but we don't go below this low. And then however we get there, we go back up and push through this line. So I'm looking for a trigger here, potentially for a failed breakdown. The other way to play it would be a dip and recovery. That would require something like price to go here, push through here, ideally come back before taking off, And I'm going to put here as well. This should be the trigger I'm looking for. Both these setups could play out. We could get a failed breakdown of this that retest this right here and then sells. It could be a failed breakdown that goes all the way up here before selling down. I'm open to all of it. Those are the three setups I'm looking for. So again, I'm looking for a reclaim, a push through this level with force and holding it. Looking for a dip in recovery slash failed breakdown at this low right here. I'm looking for a failed breakdown slash dip in recovery at this level. What will be great is if we sell directly down here, maybe tag this level before bouncing up and triggering there. Even better could be a direct tag right here and then reclaiming this level as well as a trigger here. There's a low right here as well, so I'm really looking for this. This is the best setup, I think, because this will build up good energy and push us right back, maybe to test this blue line again and the top of the flag before selling off more. Everyone's going to be thinking short after such a big run up, so in my mind I'm thinking, how can I go long, catch some more points, and if that fizzles out, I'll get another setup down here somewhere. But overall, the crazy bullishness continues. On my first video, I said we were super bullish. I think we're up almost over a thousand pips from there, which sounds crazy. And this will just continue for the rest of our lives. Lock in, follow the setups, trust your setups. Have a great night.